the old Maxwell place. It was clearly once a mid-century modern home and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time. But it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-clouded glass.
That's not bad.
Yeah, could be worse. Hey, where the heck are you taking me? This ain't my house. Before you can approach, the door opens and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway.
Hello? Oh, sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here are worn down enough I can hear you coming from a block away. Good morning, Oscar. Just thought we'd stop by to check in. Oh, thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself.
Oscar's voice is tired. He's had a long night, and it shows, his graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him.
Please, come on in.
It's probably not haunted. Pixel! Yeah! Rosalina rushes forward, taking Pixel gently from your arms.
Hey, Rosalina. Hey, Alexis. Look what we found on the way up here.
I was so worried. I thought the ghost might have done something to him. Ghost couldn't get Pixel. I'm way too slippery. Totally could have beat up that ghost if I wanted to. Yeah, you could have, buddy. I believe in you.
Alexis is helping us put her room together. We don't plan on staying here long, but the girls seem to be having fun with it. Thank goodness. Even after all they've been through.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. There's like this weird intercom thing and a jacuzzi. Maybe you guys could fix up the place. It doesn't seem that run down. It is a lot cooler than I thought it would be. And I've already met a ghost, so if it turns out to be haunted, that's no big deal.
Did you say the place is a jacuzzi? Sell your stuff. What's going to happen to your career now that the library's closed? Many receipts. Do we just want to... I mean... Okay. I mean, oh, this is some good stuff, but this isn't to explore. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you feeling?
I wish there was a better way to ask how they're doing than just
Yeah.
dipping straight to traumatized.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Let's try it.
that really is the only
Yeah.
option that lets us ask how they are. So, y'all aren't traumatized after last night? I don't know. The past 2 days have been really weird. But I figure if I've survived all that, it can only get better from now on, right? And we went through it together. I think that helps. It's helped me, at least.
You two are way stronger than me. My nerves are so frayed. I feel like I'm one more traumatic event away from a heart attack. Same. I think Rosalina's got the right idea. We're out of the ghost dimension. It can't hurt us unless we let it. Or unless we go back to the library. Yeah, and none of us are going back there. But it's not like it's gonna come after us out here. Only the memory's gonna impact us now. And memories can't hurt you if you don't let them. That's how I feel anyway.
Well, easier said than done, but
Yeah.
I mean...
Spoken like someone who definitely won't have repressed trauma about being possessed 5 years from now. Do we want to apologize again about the library? I feel like we should do with some of the heavier stuff before we say, hey, can I try the jacuzzi?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Let's do sorry.
Sorry again. Yeah, okay. Sorry again about the library.
There is no need to apologize. It's a building. You're a person. You matter more than a pile of stones.
I do kind of wish we could go back for our stuff. Thanks for letting me borrow some of your clothes, Alexis. You can borrow as much as you need. I have plenty of shirts, and you can do laundry at our house, too.
Of course, there are some family heirlooms that I'd rather not lose. Portraits of my parents, my father's mining jacket. I don't like the thought of their last living memories being forgotten in there. And the fact that it stole the library from me too. That one really stings. But what are you going to do? That's true.
Yeah.
I guess the one about going for the rescue mission is for their stuff. Okay, maybe ask what he's gonna do now?
Yeah. What's going to happen to your career now that the library's closed?
That's a good question. I was up all night wondering the same thing. If things stay the way they are right now, it's essentially that the library will be burned down. The books are inaccessible, the building is unsalvageable. In that scenario, the county would have to put up the money to build a new archive, or we'd have to move someplace where I can work in an existing library, and Scarlet Hollow will lose a valuable public service. Oscar. Oh man, that sucks. Oh.
Move? So you and Rosalina would leave? But we're not doing that. Right, Dad? We're staying here.
Is there any way you can just, start over and rebuild the collection? I'm sure folks around town would be willing to pitch in. It would be a lot of work, but that's a possibility. Still, maybe it won't even have to come to that. Dude, I don't think we should ask about the jacuzzi now.
Yeah, no, I think we should just ask about Stella.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen Stella? We haven't been able to find her since everyone left the library last night.
She hasn't got in touch with any of you? Nope, we have no clue.
Nope. Yeah, that's the one. Nope, we have no clue where she's gone.
That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. I should have done a better job warning her. Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. I don't even think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you didn't know how bad it was going to get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes that's just not going to be possible. You're only one guy. That's what Rosalina is always saying.
Aw, you got a smart kiddo, Oscar.
I know, right? I suppose I do apologize more than I should.
You really do.
Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her.
That doesn't mean something bad happened. Oh, sorry, that's Avery, not Alexis.
That doesn't mean something bad happened. But it doesn't exactly sound like it's all sunshine and roses for her either. I'm sure she'll be okay, but you should probably get back to looking for her soon. Jacuzzi?
Eh.
Okay,
Honestly, it doesn't actually seem that bad here.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually seem that bad here.
Are you joking? I can smell the wood rot from down the street. It's alright. It's a roof over our heads, and we won't have to stay here for long. I'm going to get the library back, and our house with it. I don't care what it takes. I'm not letting that creature get the last laugh. I've been thinking, as far as I'm aware, there was nothing paranormal going on in Scarlet Hollow before very recently. Oh. Now here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods, while entire buildings are taken over by supernatural creatures. You think there was an inciting event, right? I do.
It was me coming into town.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. It was never like this in the Hollow before. Something must have happened that kicked off all this magic stuff. Wait! It wasn't us coming into town, it was Pearland dying.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That makes
like
more sense.
us rolling into town, like, we didn't just come here out of the blue. It's because Pearland fucking died.
Yeah. Oh, do you think that's why Tabby has so much, like, bullshit going on that she can't talk about? Because Pearland left more to her than just the mine?
Yeah, what if Pearland was keeping all this shit away?
And
Tabby can't leave because, yeah, like, she's literally stuck here.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh,
Avery stares at you.
Avery's staring at me. Oh. I mean, it's obvious, right? Things only started happening once Kiwi Ant got here.
Perlan was a load-bearing Scarlet.
You're not wrong. Exactly. If there's a catalyst for all this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? Wait.
Yeah.
So, our mother left.
Yeah, Vivian.
Vivian left.
Vivian left.
I wonder if whatever's going on here requires two Scarlets. So, Vivian leaves. This would explain why Tabby also hates our guts, because Vivian left. Vivian was supposed to stay. Vivian and Perlan were basically the twin pillars, keeping all the bad shit away. And with Vivian leaving, now it falls onto Tabitha. So now Tabitha basically did not get to have a childhood or anything. She basically had to be at this new totem or whatever that kept all the bad shit away. And Perlan probably said, like, hey, when I die, you need to get your cousin back here. Hence why Tabitha probably paid for all the bus fare and everything.
Oh,
like,
that makes a lot of sense.
We both have to be here.
Oh, look at all of Red's little smiles.
I'm onto something, Red. You know I'm onto something.
I think that's why she's smiling so much.
Oh my god.
Okay.
If I may, Kiwi Ant getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. But yeah, fucking yes!
I love how we sit here extrapolating shit for like 10 minutes and then progress the dialogue, and it's like, oh, we could have just kept going.
Yeah, but no, it's no, because we have such big fucking amazing brains that we were able to figure this out.
Because we're just so smart and so handsome.
So smart and handsome. Why do you think Avery's into us?
It's true. It's true. You're right.
If I may, Kiwi Ant getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Perlan died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time they arrived.
Yep.
Not to mention, I started seeing things in our house before Perlan passed. I think. I never thought to make a note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. It probably showed up when Perlan was on death's door. Her power was weakening.
Yep.
Whatever the cause of this is, there must be some way to put the genie back in the bottle. I am going to do my best to find out if there have ever been any similar events, and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on.
Oh, good luck with the library closed. Sorry, buddy.
Good luck! The town archives are, unfortunately, in the library.
I told you putting everything online was important. No one uses paper anymore, Dad.
You were right. It'll be my first project if we get the library back. I've learned my lesson. Until then, I'll just have to make do with what I can find online. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. Yeah, stone seals.
Yep, we've been finding these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more.
These are those carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there was something like that under my house all this time, and to think someone must have put it there. But who? Old Man Scarlet. Oh yeah, absolutely. This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Kiwi Ant. It's not a cult.
It's not the work of a cult.
What's who was the patriarch of the family, like, when all this started? I forget his name.
Silas?
Yeah, Silas sounds right. Like,
Silas was the guy we read about in the library. What was Edwardine's father's name?
I don't remember.
It was a good old-timey name. Enoch.
Enoch means something. Okay, well, I think we should mention the clinic.
Yeah. I think there's something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it.
You didn't mention anything like that yesterday. I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. You have a friend that lives there, right? Should we tell him that something bad might happen in his house? He might want to stay someplace else for now, if the last few nights are any indication.
Enoch means dedicated. It was the first son of Cain. You know, from the good Bible story, Cain and Abel.
You know, yeah. Cain killed Abel, right?
I think that's the order, yes.
Yeah, that's the order. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can shoot Reese a warning text, but I don't know if his mom will let him leave. She's got an iron grip on the poor dude, and she's probably even more of a skeptic than I am. Or was.
Something bad has already happened to Reese.
Oh, something bad is absolutely... Reese is probably sick because there's a seal in there.
Ooh, maybe. Reese mentioned a movie night.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Perfect cover for an investigation.
Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly, though? After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house. She's the only doctor in town. She can't just ban people from the clinic, right? I don't think so, but hopefully nobody gets sick or hurt enough to justify a visit over the next couple of days. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in.
Ooh, Kaneeka.
Whoa, that is unexpected coming from you. It's what Stella would do, and she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff. She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril. This is why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it.
Kaneeka knows her limits.
It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on in there. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend.
Yes.
I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything else, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, hot dad.
Mm-hmm. Make sure Pixel stays inside.
Yeah.
Make sure Pixel stays inside, or he might get grabbed by ditchlings.
The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces?
They sure do have faces.
They are the things with the faces. Yeah, the Anguish Doughboys. I kind of like... Anguish Doughboys is another great band name.
Yep.
I kind of like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes. Avery,
Avery, you're so weird. We're still gonna bang you, but you're so weird.
We're still gonna bang you, but goddamn, Avery. Like them? Are we talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife? I don't want to get friendly with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting. To each their own.
Not Pixel. He's the best cat I've ever met. He's like a little dude. He is a little dude.
He is a little dude.
How do we know he didn't get infected already? He was out all night. Is he going to be okay?
I think some dogs kept him safe. Like a gang of dogs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we saw it with our own eyes. Also, your mayor is a dog. So
your mayor is a dog, yeah.
I mean, whatever at this point. A gang of dogs? I suppose stranger things have happened. This very week, in fact. But we'll make sure he stays safe. Right, Rosalina?
I'm not letting him out of my sight ever again.
Yeah, good girl.
Good cat mom.
Okay.
Not a cult.
Yeah, whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella and fast. Yes.
Yes, agreed. Whatever we're doing next.
Sorry.
We need to find Stella and fast.
I agree. We need her brazen energy if we're going to do any serious sleuthing. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to get the library back, and we're going to figure out how to fix whatever is wrong with this town. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? It's not gonna be at the diner. Oh, do we want to go to the church? I really don't want to go to the mines. I feel like that's... but we might meet Wayne. None of these sound fun, but I feel like we'd be missing a lot of content.
Yeah.
Let's go to the church. Let's get it out of the way. Let's go see Creepy Pastor.
Okay.
Oh, they dropped Oscar sprites for Chapter 5? Oh no. Oh, this is you.
We should check out the church. Well, Red seems excited for church.
Church? Why? I see what you're thinking. Stella was confronted with evidence of the afterlife, so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. It's worth checking out. I think we'd be barking up the wrong tree, but I guess you're right. There's no point in not being thorough. I wouldn't mind stocking up on some holy water while we're there, too. Seems like a good idea to cover all our bases at this point. You know, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't think Baptists do the holy water thing, but I'm sure Pastor Daniel would pretend to bless some water if it meant keeping us around a little longer. That's good enough for me. Let's not linger, though. I don't want him thinking we're possible converts.
Kaneeka leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope toward the church.
You know, I've lived here for a few years now, and I've never actually been to the church. That's probably for a good reason. Where is that weirdo?
No!
And there he is!
He just appears.
My. 4 visitors at once? On a Thursday? This is unprecedented.
4.
Wait, Wayne? Wayne's here?
Is Wayne here?
Oh, Kaneeka's...
That's you.
Okay. But there are only 3 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Oh. Nope. Nope, just Zane.
Just Zane.
Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see if Faith held any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek.
Oh my god.
Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all! Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night, and no one has seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hoped maybe you or Janie had seen her? I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas.
Yes, let's talk to Janie.
And the alpacas!
Yes.
Though, Kiwi Aunt, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. Yeah, sure, what's up? He talks to animals.
What's up? Yeah. Sure, what's up?
I guess we'll leave you to it while we check in with Janie. See you in a minute.
Your friends head off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor.
I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. I even thought at one point that it must have been the Lord himself talking to me through them.
No, it's just the animals.
Yeah, oh, there he is. There's Wayne.
Ah, there he is!
But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. Are you telling... Yeah, let's...
What are our other explorers?
Are we sure...
we're actually talking to animals? Have we been cursed? Why do we suffer this fate? Have you met Frou, Gretchen, Pixel?
Is your gift why you got into the church? Is this why people think you're creepy, because you have the gift?
I don't think it's why people think he's creepy.
No, it's not. Let's, I think, start at the top.
Sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Are you telling me you can also? But I thought I was the only one.
I guess the two of us are just kindred spirits.
No.
No!
Wrong.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Are we sure we're actually talking to animals?
Now that I know there are at least two of us, I have no doubt. There have definitely been times in my life when I thought I might just be insane. But it's so consistent, and I've never exhibited any other signs of insanity. In my most doubting moments, I have considered the possibility that other entities may be using the animals to confuse my faith. But besides a particularly vicious hamster I had growing up, the most an animal has ever tried to convince me to do is give them more food. Wait,
Yep.
can we go back to the hamster?
Hamsters are little shits. I'm not surprised he had a particularly vicious one.
So, I somehow doubt they're puppets for some otherworldly evil. Unless that otherworldly evil wants me to overfeed my pets. Me? Okay. Is this why people think you're creepy? Okay. Either have you been cursed or is your gift why you got into the church, I think.
Yeah, ask him if it's why he's gone to the church.
Okay.
Is your gift why you got into the church?
It's hard to say. I was raised Baptist by two loving parents and was always interested in religion. But I've also always known about my talents, so I don't know what came first. If anything, though, I'd say I'm religious in spite of the gift. It hasn't exactly been easy to square this with a lot of the religious education I've had. For instance, a lot of religious leaders will tell you that only humans have souls. Well, you and I both know that's not true. Though, I suppose that gets into a whole different conversation about what exactly a soul is. But those are conversations that I'm glad to leave to the scholars. I'm just a simple small-town pastor. I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. I just have to help people through their daily lives.
God, that face is so creepy.
Something about that face and I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. Just red flags everywhere.
Ugh.
Alright, have we been cursed? Sure.
Sure. Have we been cursed? Why do we suffer this fate?
I don't think it's a curse. It can be annoying at times, but so can talking to people.
It's true.
I mean, yeah. Not that I feel that way very often, of course. As a servant of God, I'm always ready and willing to talk to my fellow man about anything they need to discuss. Spiritually, I've always rationalized it as God's sign that I should spread his word to even the beasts of his world. I've had mixed results. Seems the alpacas prefer Catholicism, which they know about somehow. What? And birds tend to be incredibly heretical.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my god. Also correct about birds. Yes, Loop. Agreed. 100%.
I kind of want to go back and be like, so hey, Dustin, have you found Christ?
Oh my god.
Physically, I wish I had answers. I wish I could approach a scientist about this without becoming a research experiment. But I prefer to keep quiet at my doctor's visits. I can't risk being locked away or altered in some permanent way. Not when I have a family to take care of. Doctor's visits?
Maybe he's just talking about like routine checkups and things.
Also, yeah, Dustin's probably completely Buddhist. You're right.
Yeah, he seems like that kind of guy.
All right.
He does have that vibe, yes. Okay.
Okay. I hope you don't think the two of us sharing a gift means we're friends. Hope you know that this means the two of us are bonded for life. Best friends.
What the fuck? No. No, absolutely not.
Ooh,
does Janie know? Great.
I like
Ooh,
this.
yeah. Does Janie know?
Now, I don't believe there should be secrets between man and wife, so I'll have to tell her one day. But there hasn't been a good time yet. Hey, how about you walk over to an alpaca right now and have a conversation? That'd be a good time to do it. Building a life in Scarlet Hollow has been a difficult process, and the last thing I need to do is add the stress of her husband being some kind of circus act. You're just talking to animals, dude. Tulip, on the other hand, I'm starting to have my suspicions that she might share this gift.
Why did you name your daughter Tulip? That's such a weird name.
Yeah, there have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she said some things that have led me to believe that she might be able to understand them.
He's
Oh,
interrupted by the sound of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partially muffled by the underbrush on the edge of the property. Little girl, why are you out there barefoot?
Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods.
Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates.
Tulip, are you going to be good? Or are we going to have to skip story time tonight? Huh.
I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods. I promise.
I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. You can give them hay. Aw,
Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off.
give her shoes.
Daddy said God will protect me from tetanus.
Sorry I had to have a firm parenting moment just that. What do you think I'm gonna do? Like, alright, you just said not to go into the woods. I mean, I
Yeah,
think that's...
how dare you guide her away from a dangerous activity with a mild threat of, like, no story time.
Yeah.
I can't believe I had to witness that.
I'm so traumatized.
Mm.
Sorry I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass.
Stella
Okay.
told us about that.
Oh,
What did
Tetanus
she
Lake,
call
that's
it?
right,
Tetanus Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh yeah, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it.
Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would make it sound more alluring. Yeah, I think the kid would probably go for it.
Yeah, probably.
How big a trash dump are we talking? Would a weekend of hard work clear it out?
What were you saying about the church rats?
Ah, yes. The rats. So you and I are used to the sort of chatter we hear from wildlife. It's usually nothing that needs to be paid attention to. But these rats, there's something so sinister about them. And they must be huge, judging by the sound of them scurrying around in there. Tulip had never shown evidence of the ability before. She's never responded to the alpacas or engaged in conversations with birds. In retrospect, she could have been hiding it the way I did growing up. Because I know she's been talking to the rats. She calls them her friends, has been drawing all these pictures of them, really ghastly things. I've tried to bring it up with her, but she just gets this little smile and doesn't say a word, like it's her fun little secret. Oh, what if they're not rats?
Ooh.
Loop is right.
But we can't talk to the ditchlings.
They haven't, I mean, we can kind of hear them. Wait.
I know there's an ability that lets you talk, if it's, what was it? Like third eye and
Mystic?
talk to animals? Mystic and talk to animals?
Yeah, what if she's Mystic then?
Yeah.
It's all innocent enough in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty sure they also live out in the trash heap. And ever since she started talking about her friends, she's been trying to sneak out there. I'm concerned she's gonna get hurt or catch some kind of disease.
Yup. What have they been saying?
Yeah. They like to try and goad me into crying or becoming depressed. They watch me through unseen holes and make fun of me and try to figure out how to press my buttons.
Those aren't rats, bro.
Yeah, those aren't rats. It's annoying, but easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying. I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. I'd hate to think what they say to her when I'm not around to hear. Have you actually seen them?
Yep. Have you actually seen them?
No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You never see them, but the church has all the signs of an infestation, and there's no mistaking the sound of little creatures stampeding through the walls. I've left out some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it's done is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. Possums are never very bright, but at least he got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of the ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has Jeannie heard them?
Yeah.
She's not in the church very often. She's usually in town doing her jobs until late. We spend our evenings in the house. It's just me and Tulip all day long. Janie knows Tulip has made some strange little friends, but thinks it's an imagination game. I was hoping I'd sort out the rat issue before she could get suspicious, but they're persistent, so I may have to hire an exterminator if I can get the money for one. I hope it doesn't have to come to that. Are you sure they're rats?
Yeah. Are you sure they're rats?
I think so.
The pastor shifts uncomfortably for a moment.
I hope so. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is there anything I could do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them.
That would be lovely. I'd certainly appreciate a helping hand here. I don't want to be too much of a bother, and you should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around.
Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Kaneeka and Avery walking back to the two of you. They must have finished talking to Janie.
Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Thanks for suggesting we head up here, Kiwi Ant. We got to feed the alpacas. They were so cute and soft, it was awesome.
Oh.
Avery's day made.
Yep.
And Janie says she'll come by the diner with cookies for the miners. And a few extra for me, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna split? Are we gonna share them, Avery? Are we gonna share them?
Yeah, Avery, will you save me a cookie?
Will you feed it to me? Will you just pop it in my mouth? She's so nice. She even offered to bring me some since I'm feeling under the weather. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let y'all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Oh, you didn't just don't thoughts
Pastor
and prayers
Daniel.
me. Get the fuck out of here. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. All right, thanks. See ya.
Kaneeka and Avery start back down the path to town, and you follow.
So, what was that about? He seemed pretty insistent on talking to you alone. Yeah, he didn't say anything weird, did he? He can also talk to animals? I think we can just tell them.
What are our other options?
Everyone in this town is so mean to him. He's a nice guy. No. Tulip's apparently made some weird imaginary friends. Oh!
That's a good one.
That's a good
yeah.
one. Yeah, let's do this one.
Yeah, let's do that one. Tulip's apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week.
Kids make up imaginary friends all the time.
Pastor Daniel says that there's a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know. It seemed weird.
I should have known we'd have to deal with a spooky kid at some point.
The only child in this entire town.
Yeah! Okay, as much as I'd hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella and...
Kaneeka pauses.
Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? Diner?
I guess, since we're in town.
Yeah.
Let's check out the diner.
Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Here's hoping when he doesn't try to rope me into clocking in early.
It feels like you've walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners, and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion, their expressions gravely serious.
What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They made the diner their base of operations. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Stella's gone missing and I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't you apologize now. I can't say I have. Should I be worried about her? I hope not. We're not interrupting anything here, are we? Course not. Any paying customers welcome. As long as you aren't about to step on anybody's toes or cause a fuss.
The miners in back were too engaged in conversation to notice you enter, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah. Sure, the shift schedules are tough, and sure we don't get enough time off for me to see my family as often as I'd like, but this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid, you're only a year or so into this gig. Trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy, but you think you can weather it until you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck, I get it. But the next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you, that uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers, and pays us just enough to survive, but not so much that we can never save enough to get the hell out. Hey, I didn't realize that they all work for GameStop.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. Sorry, bro.
That's alright. Hey, I'm out of it now.
You're out of it now.
Zax, we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. My sister needs the paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford her tuition right now. I can't get fired. And this job still has its perks, like the company housing. I can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I would live if I didn't have this job. Right, the company housing. How generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. That's literally everywhere in town, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was Harrison the lady?
Maybe.
Eh.
You know she uses that housing as an excuse to pay us less. And the company housing, that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. It's why the Scarlets can keep getting away with whatever they want. Zax, we don't have the numbers, man. You know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. We would have the numbers if you all would stand with me and not let management's scare tactics get to you. Hell, there was a collapse less than 2 days ago, and the boss expects us not to riot at the thought of being forced back down there to work while the threat of death looms over our heads.
Okay, I get, like, the concern, but
Yeah.
also the collapse happened in
mine that
an
was-
off-limits mine
Yeah.
that nobody was using because the collapse was eventually going to happen.
It's being used as fodder to exacerbate their already heightened tensions.
Yeah.
The threats only work if we let them. It doesn't matter whose name is on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We've got them against the ropes. We can't back down now, or they'll come out swinging. Ooh, no.
I think we should stay out of this strike situation.
Do we want to ask about Stella, though?
Yeah, we can ask about Stella because that's not strike.
Yeah.
Hey, have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The miners turn towards the doorway, all eyes glaring at you in unison.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, right?
The YouTuber? We ain't seen her.
Harrison's voice drops to a barely audible mumble.
I hope she's okay.
I guess we should get going.
Goodbye!
Yeah, goodbye.
Not waiting on shit.
Nope. Turn and leave the diner. Avery and Kaneeka trailing close behind you.
Still no sign of Stella. Alright,
Guess
mines.
we should go to the mines. Yep. We should go to the mines.
I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousin. I can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she would do. You don't see it? Oh, come on. The two of them have such a dynamic, you know? Classic dog and cat situation.
Oh, does Avery ship it?
I think Avery ships it a little bit. Come on, I'll drive us.
You follow Kaneeka to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand.
I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Don't worry, I know these guys. Most of them are in the diner at least a couple of days a week. They'll be chill. Will they be chill talking to Tabitha's cousin, though? Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. You might have had us fooled the other day, but word gets round fast. Hail and well met, fellow countrymen. I don't know. Do you want to just be that? No, let's not be Hail.
Let's not be that guy.
How?
Let's just focus on Stella with the miners.
Okay.
Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing.
The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been out here all day, so we know she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Aw,
That's nice.
That's nice. I don't think we should talk to Tabitha because they're not going to let us through.
I don't know why they wouldn't let us through, but I don't see any reason why we need to talk to Tabitha. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, they haven't seen Stella. Let's just go.
Yeah. Okay, they haven't seen Stella. Let's just go.
That means we don't have to talk to Tabitha. That's fine by me. We've done our due diligence here. Come on. I'll drive us back to town so we can figure out our next move from there. We've been everywhere.
We've been everywhere.